Hey, how you doing? I'm Derrick. Let me tell you about my let me share my story about the Ranger method and Ranger Johnson. Uh, this journey, it's a journey. You guys are gonna go on a journey, and it's gonna be a very interesting journey. Um, my journey started back in 2018, towards I think it was started back maybe the summer 2018, and all I know was a rainy night, and I just come home from work, and I was sitting in my car because, man, you want to talk about something that aggravated disability. Try being a high school teacher and have one of those schools be an alternative school. And what an alternative school is, the kids that can't make it, that not can't make it, but having issues at a regular high school coming down to the alternative school. So things get pretty interesting. So I was sitting there and I was like, and I had things going on physically, emotionally, mentally, and I was sitting there like, I don't know. I was like, Lord, I don't know how much more I can do this, how much longer I can do this. And about that time, I had received a call from Ranger Johnson. And this time, unlike the other times when Ranger Johnson called, I he asked, were you are you ready to receive your benefits? I said, yes, I am. So before that, I was a hard head. I was like, nah, nah, I tried it already. Had a bad experience at the VA. Not doing any of that. You can miss me with that, Ranger Johnson, by a mile. You can miss me with that. So, but I thank God that he just was persistent, and he just followed back up and followed back up, because I realized too, this is not it was you know he was looking out for me because he knew what it could do for me, and I really appreciated him for that because it ended up saving my life. Um, so in the process of us of me accepting, yeah, I'm ready to do this. What I did was he sent me an email, and the next day he gave me some instructions. So I followed his instructions, and the first thing was it was to sign up for e-benefits, and I got registered, and then I was to send my records up to e-benefits. And while I was doing that in the process, I was having problems with the internet and everything, and it ended up taking me about 13 hours to send up my military records. And I share that with you to share this is that it may during this process, during your journey, things may not go as planned, and it may not, it's not. You're gonna have some. There are gonna be some challenges, but that doesn't mean you should give up and quit. I mean, you made it through the military. I mean, you didn't give up and quit there, so don't give up and quit now. And so what ended up, to make a long story short, in 90 days, I was able to go from 0 to 90%. And then a few months later, I was able to go to 100%. And, but the main takeaway from this was the fact is that this saved my life. In the process of me going to talk to one of my doctors, I had, let me move this. I was, um, I was talking to him, and he was asking me, how my day was going, how everything. I was like, I'm just taking it day by day. And I said, I am having problems sleeping. And he says, well, tell me more about that. And I said, well, my body will jolt itself awake when I'm trying to sleep. And it did it once, and then it would do it 2 or 3, 4 times a night. And it was getting scary for me. And I know it's kind of making my wife a little nervous. And so, didn't know what it was. And he says, sounds like you have sleep apnea. And I said, really? He says, yeah. He says, well, let me put you in for sleep tests. I said, okay. Because I wanted to know, because it was scary. And so went there, got the sleep test, went home, hooked it up and everything else. I did the home study sleep test, hooked it up, took it back the next day. Then we went back to get the results. And when we got the results, the doctor said that, Mr. Williams, you have severe sleep apnea. When you sleep, you stop breathing 64 times an hour. I said, say that again. He said, you stop breathing 64 times in an hour. And at the time, that really hit me hard. I mean, it brought tears to my eyes because I was sitting here all this time. I was one good night's sleep away from saying goodbye to this earth and leaving my wife, to bury me, all because I didn't go, if I was just bullheaded and I didn't listen to Ranger Johnson, I didn't listen to my wife, and I just went ahead and just went on like everything was cool, you know, I could, I may not have been here. My wife could have been burying me, and you got to ask yourself, I mean, yeah, the financial stress is low, but there are other stressors. I mean, look, we're in COVID-19, there, I don't even need to get into that, but the fact of the matter is that, it saved my life. And things are, I mean, it's beyond words. I mean, I was able to finish school for UCLA Extension for directing program. I was able to, now I'm starting a digital agency, and I'm able to utilize the skills that I learned from school because I was able to retrain and, go into something that I love. That's something that's viable in the marketplace, and it doesn't aggravate my disabilities. So all I can tell you is, you know, I'm just sitting here reflecting over everything. I mean, he's there to help. Ranger Johnson's a good guy. Listen to him, follow his instructions, and the Ranger method. It works. So you all have a good one.